You know, when you stand somewhere historic, it's more than just seeing a place. It's about feeling a connection to a moment that literally changed the world. But how do you find that personal connection when you're in a crowd of thousands? Let's get into it.
Just think about a place like Pearl Harbor. It's not just a beautiful harbor in Hawaii. It's a place that holds so much weight, so much courage and loss and history. You can almost feel the echoes of the past there. The real challenge, though, is how do you actually absorb all of that?
And yeah, that's really the big question, isn't it? How are you supposed to have a quiet moment of reflection or feel that deep personal connection when you're shoulder to shoulder with hundreds of other people at one of the most famous historical sites on the planet?
So that leads us right into what I like to call the Pearl Harbor puzzle. It's basically all the little obstacles that can stand in the way of having a truly moving experience.
Wow, yeah, this list pretty much says it all. You're trying to navigate these huge crowds, you're stuck on a rigid schedule that doesn't care what you find interesting, and you're stressing about getting tickets. And if you've got young kids or maybe older parents with you, it can be exhausting. All that logistical stress can completely overshadow why you came in the first place.
So what's the alternative? Well, it's all about flipping the script on how we usually do tours. We're moving away from that one-size-fits-all herd mentality and into an experience that puts you, the visitor, in the driver's seat. Let's see what that actually looks like. And here it is, the answer, a private tour. It's pretty simple, really. It's an experience that's built completely around what you're interested in, and it moves at your speed. It's about sharing this incredible history with your own group, not a bus full of strangers.
The key takeaway here is that you are in complete control. If you find an exhibit that just fascinates you and you want to spend an extra half hour there, you can. If there's something on the list that you're just not feeling, you can skip it. The whole day is literally shaped by your curiosity.
Okay, so with all this freedom, you basically get to be the architect of your own historical adventure. So what does that actually look like when you're planning it?
All right, let's break down the options here. A 6-hour tour, that's perfect for hitting the absolute must-sees, like the USS Arizona Memorial, maybe with a quick look at some city sites. But if you're a real history buff, that 9-hour tour lets you do a much deeper dive into a few different exhibits. And for the ultimate no-rush day, the 12-hour tour lets you see it all, and you can even throw in some amazing scenic stops along the way.
Seriously, just think of it like an a la carte menu for history. You get to pick and choose. Maybe you want to focus on the icons, like the USS Arizona and the Battleship Missouri. Or hey, maybe the Bowfin Submarine and the Aviation Museum are more your speed. The power is totally in your hands to see what you want, and just as importantly, skip what you don't.
And get this, your day doesn't have to stop at the memorials. With a private tour, you can actually build in time to experience the island's culture. Imagine taking a break from the history to grab some amazing local food from a spot only locals know about, or pulling over at a jaw-dropping scenic lookout. It's all on the table.
But you know, a truly great tour is about more than just the places you visit. It's about the connection you make with the story of that place, and honestly, the person who's helping you unlock it, your guide.
I mean, this quote from Michelle really says it all, doesn't it? The whole point isn't just to see things, but to experience them. And when you feel relaxed, you're not being rushed, and you're comfortable with your guide, you can just soak in so much more.
And that's really what it all boils down to. It's about creating these incredible, lasting memories with your family, with your friends. It's not about just ticking a box on a travel checklist. It's about sharing a powerful moment together.
You know, a passionate guide can completely transform a day. Like Mike S. says here, when your guide just loves the history and the place, that energy is absolutely contagious. It stops feeling like a lecture and starts feeling like you're hearing a captivating story from a friend.
And hey, let's talk about the practical stuff for a second, because this is where a private tour is a total game changer. It's all about making your day stress-free. You get to skip those ridiculously long ticket lines. And if you decide you want to change things up halfway through the day, no problem. You can make adjustments on the fly.
So it all comes down to this one question. What kind of experience are you really looking for? Is a personalized private journey through history the right call for you and your group?
All right, let's just put these two options head to head. A standard tour, you've got a fixed route, you're moving at the group's pace, and you're paying per person. A private tour, it's a custom route. It's at your pace. It's focused on your interests, and you pay one flat rate for your whole group. It's a totally different approach. And speaking of price, you've got one simple flat rate for your entire private group. It just makes budgeting so much easier, and often, it can be the more affordable way to go. So when it's all said and done and you visit a place where history was literally made, what do you want to take home with you? The memory of being herded around in a crowd, or those quiet, personal moments of connection that are going to stick with you for years to come? The choice, as always, is all yours.